Now hear this. Now hear this. This is a system-wide transmission, direct to you, the esteemed High Minister.
Sisters and compatriots, this is the High Minister speaking. A brutal attack has been made on our solemn efforts at a sustainable future.
She is... No, wait, we don't know what happened after she got knocked out. Never mind. And that was however many years ago.
I need not recite the damage, but I will speak their names. Vivian, Janice, Vanessa, Eileen, Denise. These were the ministers that served you without a thought to their own desires. Yesterday, they were brutally murdered in an act of senseless violence. Not since the death of the All-Mother have we seen such bloodshed and shared such grief. Yet, there is hope in these trying times. Our principle persists.
There we go.
Yes, sisters, she lives. And with her blessing, I have been given emergency powers to hunt down these terrorists and punish them to the full extent of our laws. Effective immediately, all sisters and compatriots will shelter in place. Those who seek to harm us are still at large. Stay inside, stay safe. We will seek no rest and see no night until those responsible are brought to justice. Let the inside sky cast no shadow for these criminals. This is your High Minister speaking. The year is 7 AA. The time is 1900 hours. Gratitude to the Provisional Government.
They had to know. They had to know. Knower wasn't all in.
We've never seen Principal since
The explosion?
Blue in Hong Kong? No.
The last time we saw Principal was at the play.
Principal was doing the lines at the play.
At the explosion.
Right.
Right now, Nowhere says Principal is alive.
Okay.
So she
Survived.
claims. But I don't trust anything Nowhere says.
I don't trust anything Nora says either.
Like, that's the real talk.
You're sus.
Yeah, but we
Sussy
are
Nora.
7 years after All Mother. Okay, so the bomb went off 7 years AA. And we don't know when wake up time is. Real blue. But we know that bomb
But Real Blue is awake now, right?
Real Blue's awake now, but Memory Blue
you don't.
Memory Blue set the bomb in 7 AA.
Yeah.
We got a date.
Someone help! Get away from me. Move! Help! I'd rather die.
Oh, it's all coming back. You call her Mauve disparagingly, and then you expect her to help.
Do something. Wake her up. Shortness of breath, heart palpitations, blood pressure spike.
You knew, didn't you? Makes sense now. A knower always knows. You knew what she was doing.
Nowhere's voice must have triggered her.
My eye! You took my eye! Help! Someone help!
Watch her. Breathe. Just breathe real slowly, love.
No more. These injections, they make me see things.
Please, Blue. Say something to her.
Watcher, you wanted an inside sunrise, right? I have one for you. Mixed to perfection. He'll calm you right down, I promise. Nowhere can hurt you now. You're gonna kill me? Good. Put me out of my misery, sister. How long will this last?
I don't know. This is more strain on her system than she can bear. Go tell Fixer to come now. Go tell her it's now or never.
Well, a long train.
I mean, you ever read or watch Snowpiercer?
Well, my daily bother comes around.
Fixer. It's now or never.
Haven't I heard that before? Dramatic. Everyone on this train is so dramatic.
Oh no.
Fixer, you don't understand.
I understand just fine. Watcher does what Watcher wants, and everyone pays for it.
The Fixer I know would never...
Right. How could I forget? You know me. You know Watcher. You know it all, don't you?
I know she misses you.
You know, while you two were busy reminiscing, some of us were taking things seriously. You heard nowhere. They're after us. They are after you. So have a sense of self-preservation, will you? Leave me alone. Let me do what needs to be done. You can go play nurse with the others.
Time to be direct.
We don't know what made her like this. We don't know what made her like this.
Okay, well, there's no more time.
What makes you so different from them?
I don't need to answer that. If you don't like it, there's the door.
Fine. Fine. I give up.
Good. Finally. You can thank me later.
Cut off.
That's fucking tragic. That sucks.
And that happens.
Yeah,
That happens in real life.
I've seen it.
Yeah. same.
I've done it.
Shit.
I've hit emotional fatigue.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Blue, quick. She's asking for you.
Healer?
No. Watcher. She's awake. Healer gave her something. For a sliver of a second, our sister is back. Just like she was before. Is Fixer coming?
No. I really tried.
Never mind. Go to her.
How about you?
I still need a moment.
What do you mean?
Watcher is dying. Healer says, whatever you do, don't tell her.
We have to tell her.
Why wake her only to deliver daggers? She deserves to traverse in peace. Please, Blue. These last moments are what she will carry into forever. Don't tell her. Please. Sweet, sweet Watcher. How to separate heartbreak from hand.
Be gentle with her.
She needs to know. We can't keep this from her.
We can. We will. Any attempt at a communion will end her. Got it?
No communion. I got it.
We'll wait here.
Watcher. We're back together. Finally. You. I'm sorry. Commune. Now. Watcher, wait.
What?
We can't. Secretary, do it. Wait.
Secretary. Secretary.
Yeah,
I'm not crazy.
yeah.
I'm not crazy.
Do it. Nice.
These sisters need help.
You're gonna tell me these lock-on points are not fucking occupants? You're gonna tell me that's not an occupant head right there?
Similar imagery.
Watcher, end this communion now. There is a you.
And a you.
You that remains.
That remains, it remains.
There is an us with a pattern we are threading.
There is an Iris and a Watcher. And a Blue. And a Clara. They passed that trauma down. Despite the fact that they're just trying to protect people, or so they think, until something goes fucking backwards in their heads.
Listen to me. There is a branch that continues diverging. End this communion.
And something that's going a different way. Vulture culture. Huh? Rooftop? Iris? Occupants all the way down. Ooh, there's a couple options actually.
You're supposed to.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I think so.
Huh?
Should I go over there first?
Mid-air save.
I mean, I don't know which one is hard progress.
Hey. I said stop this right now. There is a now. There is a now, and you are in it. Watcher, we both know you're in bad shape.
Talking like an occupant.
Me? I'm fine. Here in this place, I feel more than fine. This now. When is it?
Don't tell her, huh?
Healer has been tending to you. She says you're... Then the time is right.
Okay. Bear with me.
Oh, is this leading to the next area? Like,
No, it's all changed.
okay.
Or, you know what? I can't tell. It might. I'm just curious.
Okay. Better safe than sorry.
No, I don't even think we can get over there. Yeah, once it's spent, right?
No,
No,
be able
that's
to.
true. You're right. Back up. Okay, yeah. It was nothing.
Ah,
Hey, I swear, there is watch me here. This healer has been. She said, then the time is right. I wish she would stop doing that.
Yeah, she's having these little inner thoughts. She said something right as we jumped in here for the first time.
oh, between buildings.
Mm-hmm.
There she is.
Hong Kong.
Ah, Blue, it's you. Feels good to stretch my legs. Watcher, can you just stay put for a moment? We're running out of time. I'm glad we can talk. You said we needed to face the future. When did I say that? I say that, don't I? You're confused. Time and sequence. These are hard for me now. You must understand. Watcher, why did you give me all your memories? Why did you choose me? I was a stranger. A nobody. Yes.
She even selected the intimate ones a little bit. She cut them out before they got too in there, but she at least established the connection that she had to fix her by choice. Communion. Opted in.
You were without rank, status, function, without judgment. I could trust you with what happened, and then the more time I spent with you, I realized. Tell me, why did you name yourself Blue? Because I always felt I was searching for something. Something just out of reach. Ah, blue. The color of futility. You reminded me of me. I wanted more for the both of us. So I stayed and stayed until we became entangled. And now comes the most important part. Our sisters must understand how and why they are alive. We must help them resist erasure. After what I did, we're at each other's throats. How are we gonna make them listen? Let me show you.
Back where the 50s died.
For me.
These familiars were gifts from the occupants, a way to communicate with them. When I hurt, Secretary, they entered a self-protection state. Iris's commands were washed away.
I remembered everything.
The occupants communicate through referencing memory. Their recall is perfect. Our human ability to remember
It's flawed.
It's pitiful.
You can fucking say that again, video game that has been designed to fuck with our memories.
Thanks a lot.
Secretary, please.
Apologies.
The occupants gave the familiars to Iris, a way to store her memories outside of herself.
Imagine reaching this bit and being like, not thinking about what happened and be like lost completely. Like, oh, the human's ability to remember things is pitiful. Screw you! I know! Like, it hurts. Okay, that's why I take notes.
I mean,
Jerks.
If you're gonna tell me that you fucked with our heads on purpose and made it hurt, I'm like, mission accomplished. You did it. You fucking twisted knots up and down, left and right. Made it painful. You guys should see the looks me and Reggie give each other when the stream stops. We hit stop on this game. Okay, let's reproduce it. All right. Okay. All right. Game over. Yeah. All right. And stop. Okay. Bruh. What is happening?
Dude, I don't even know. I don't even...
I'm sure answers are coming.
Yeah, we'll
I'm sure answers are coming.
I don't know, I guess we'll...
This time next week, we'll totally get it.
I hope I get it.
Everyone really loves it.
Everybody loves that game.
Everyone really loves it.
Really love it.
I'm sure we're gonna get it.
All right, well...
All right.
I gotta go.
Catch you later.
So, take care, dude.
And scene. Occupants gave the familiars to Iris, a way to store her memories outside of herself. And their ways to communicate with the occupants.
They serve to ease where human memory is fallible. A single familiar allows for a two-way communion, like we are having now.
Yeah, there we go. That's what that has to be it.
But do you remember? Iris transmitting to all the ancient sisters at once.
We saw that bit.
The memory of the city. Yes. When all three familiars are present, a mass communion can be initiated. With every living thing in the orchard, the other side, this whole place. We can show everyone all at once what we know. And not only us. The experiences of Iris, her mother, her grandmother, our ancestors. The information in our genetic memory.
Okay. That's why we could see Clara's face. Despite her being before the invasion.
And interesting, Clara and the father had that discussion saying like our legacy will live on through Iris.
Yeah.
Even if she's not here. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's, the thematic reasoning. But, like, here's your plot literal,
Yeah.
We can see her mom's memories because it's... And it's... Well, I mean, the wild part is that, like, if you're talking about genetic memory, in theory, you're going, like, everything that is in your body up until the time the baby comes out. But then you live on and have new memories attached separate from when Iris is gone. But, we can still pull those two because fucking occupant magic.
Will that be enough? I've learned that all change and transformation is violent.
Good line.
Fixer, healer, BBF, they're no match for the Red Guard.
Working for any company, that's true.
Yeah, but it's like even in passive ways, like a metaphorical violence of the old thing no longer being what it is. Even if it's a whatever, caterpillar to butterfly, new relationship starting.
Yeah.
You don't get to be single anymore. In all good things, you know.
Yeah, it's reaching some story ideas that I have jotted down in a notebook somewhere.
There is a way.
There's no cool BBF taking on a bunch of soldiers going Iron Man. Get all three together. And then everyone will know the truth, and then we can escape the abuse and the cycle of violence. Because once everybody knows, and if they're sympathetic to the feelings, then we don't have to struggle because we'll reach group understanding. Some kind of universal truth. Yes. All we need to do is just put the thoughts, the truth into everyone's heads. But we never got to that third one because she kept it by her side. After the dance, down the street, chasing Zhao. Vice Principal, Secretary, and...
We must summon the occupant. What? Iris's familiar has a direct link to the occupant. In the mass communion, you must summon them. I don't understand. Iris and the occupant had a pact. As we saw, she had been communing with them regularly, sharing with them her new memories. In exchange for her obedience, the occupant was hers to command.
Isn't that a catch-22? In exchange for Iris being obedient to the occupant, the occupant was hers to command.
Which is like control on two-way control?
That's what I'm saying. Unless it's referring to a greater being and then the familiar. But it definitely sounds like it's a...
The occupant, the invader, is like...
If you
we'll
are
help you,
if you are obedient to me,
yeah, then we
you
can
can
help
use
you.
me.
Yeah. And it's...
If you're obedient to me, I'll be obedient to you.
She used this power to eradicate all the other humans in this place.
Will you side with the invading, occupying forces, or...
Well, the question, whose will...
If you do, then you get on their side?
Whose will wins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, never mind the fucking Hong Kong analogy at that point.
Yeah.
Like, where... We're wearing symbiotes.
You can't be suggesting. I am. We must seize that power. There is an opportunity now. I can feel it. Principal may be alive, but she is barely holding on to life.
And if Noah wanted to be on the side of the sisters, all Noah would have to do is finish the job. Right? Like, if Noah decided, I'm gonna go with the sisters instead of Principal, she could have just finished her off.
Finished off Principal.
Yes.
Okay.
Right? Instead, she's like, Principal's alive! We gotta get those traitors!
Yeah.
You know? It's a little, it's a Sopranos moment. Potentially. She could have I'm thinking that she could have played it differently instead of, I now have to become the soldier of vengeance in the name of our wounded principal. Of all the plays you could make if you wanted to be on their side, you could have made others. I'll leave it at that, even if you couldn't kill her per se.
And Principal is not with the sisters.
No, Principal's, as far as we know, is exploded and fucked up. So.
But before the explosion, she kind of like erased everything from the past while saying...
I'm just saying that if Noah is being like, hey, sisters, I'm on your side. Hey, Principal, I'm on your side. Right?
And then Principal goes down.
And then Noah rolls up after the explosion.
Yeah.
She can play that scene in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
And what she chose to do was, in the name of our principal, get those terrorists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
You know?
The explosion. Your actions, though desperate, destructive, have opened a path forward. An opportunity of this kind is fragile.
Terrorism good, actually.
You must ensure the path bends toward justice. You're asking me to use that power to kill sisters? I am asking you to make decisions. Do what it takes to protect a future worthwhile. But this is just the same cycle again and again. No. Secretary, explain.
When the occupant appears, I will merge with it.
You can do that?
I am an occupant.
You are an occupant.
Correct. I'm a copy, like you.
Do you remember where you're from? Why you're here?
No, I was branched without that knowledge.
There's a you and a you that remains. There's a branch.
I was made to store and transmit memory, and then to learn your way of speaking. Once I merge with my source, I will remember.
And you trust, Secretary?
Blue is a branch. Blue is not the direct lineage, right? Blue was disconnected, but Watcher chose her as the separate side path to the lineage of trauma.
Okay.
She found an outside what's the word? Moderator. And went, okay, here's the whole thing. Right? You seen this shit?
Yeah.
The fuck?
I do.
You will be given administrative privileges upon my merging. I will make sure of that.
Interesting.
We are tools. We will accept your commands.
Blue?
Unless the memories are overriding or overwhelming by comparison to the data you have now.
I have searched for so long. Replaying moments. Trying to understand. Finally, I know what has to be done.
But I guess the idea is as long as you and the occupant have a similar goal, or as long as your goals are not diametrically opposed to what the occupant wants.
Conflicting, yeah.
Then, then we're like, sure. You want to kill these 50? Whatever. Okay. You want to kill more? Like, what are we doing? I don't care, yeah.
Principal has the other two familiars. We must get to them. Initiate a mass communion, summon the occupant, and allow Secretary to merge with them. But Watcher, we can do it. I know we can.
Good thing you didn't kill Secretary, then. Right?
Wait, hold on.
Well, this is the game.
Is there more space between the first dot? Oh, you're highlighting it. Damn, there's no difference. I would still go with the second. No,
the kerning. The kerning on this one.
No.
You're dying. Watcher?
She knows. She got it. She got it the last time. And she said, yes, now's the time.
Who told you to say that? What? What are you talking about? Was it Noah? Did she convince you? Was it Principal? No. Watcher, listen to me.
Whoa.
I think we pissed her off.
Oh.
Whoa.
Aha.
Will you stop pushing me around? Noah, she got to you, didn't she? And Noah always knows. After I told you everything.
When we first landed on the platform, and she said, "Good, then the time is right," was that not in response to us basically implying that she was dying?
When you said this is your end or something?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact line, but I'm just wondering if saying you're dying elicits a completely different response now versus what I thought she already understood. Is that not the right place to drop?
Cannot be targeted.
No, you're not supposed to go down to it.
Find another platform. Ooh. So not here.
Where are you? Where are you?
Maybe far west. Oh, towards the airplane. Oh, she's on the airplane.
Okay. I'm like, now's not the time to play hide and go seek where you never actually go seeking. Now's not the time to play Zhao and Iris Watcher.
Watcher, stop running.
Watcher, I'm afraid she's telling the truth.
The truth? What is the truth?
Your body is broken. Your mind.
This is exactly what they want. For us to doubt ourselves and give up.
What do you remember last?
I was chained up. No, that's not right. I was with my parents. Iris's parents. No. I was standing on the other side. Or was I talking to Zhao?
Oh, jumbled memories.
Secretary, what is this? What's going on?
You were scattered across time.
Damn.
Why didn't you stop me?
I tried.
Because I'm like, we don't even know when the Blue Communion began then.
Every instance, You insisted.
The Blue Communion.
Yeah. Oh my
the
God.
Blue Communion.
Communion.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Oh boy.
Get out of here,
Oh
you.
God.
Healer warned me early on. How many times have you lived it over? I don't know. I lost count.
837 instances.
Oh,
Damn.
out there. What's happening out there? You've been in a daze, screaming in your sleep. I can't stop now. I don't know if it will work, but I have to see it through. I was tricked. So easily tricked. This was all my fault. Your sisters.
Oh shit, that's the fucking... Yeah, that's her version of sleepwalking. Mumbling while you're not conscious. Doing things and you're not there.
Your sisters want to see you. Talk to them, please. It's your last chance. I want to say goodbye, but I feel present. I am here. I don't want to be a picture. Come on, let's go talk to Healer and Baby, okay?
You know, it's really healthy when you become a picture of a person and you talk to it.
And fix her. Wait.
Not fix her.
Back in the school.
Back in the first gym that we walked up to talk to principal in. Right before the fixer moment.
The night of the dance.
Your mask. I want to pretend. Let me pretend. Okay. Will it hurt? I'm sure Healer won't let that happen. This is where I made the biggest mistake of my life. The world you live in. I never wanted it to turn out that way. I should have done better. We all should have done better. Tried harder. Left you something better. I promise. I will do my best. Secretary will do their best, right?
I'm always doing my best.
Not here. It's not here. One more. One more.
The biggest mistake of her life was snitching out Fixer and getting her killed. But then it wasn't really Fixer, and she didn't get killed. But she found out about what you did, and she can't forgive you for that.
Yeah.
Because in the end, even though it wasn't Fixer, her rebellion was correct.
Hmm.
I mean, there we go. No, I was just gonna say like the state, the oppressive state works best when people are obviously suspecting each other. You know, when you have everyone doing the work of ratting each other out for things, because you know, it's interesting. I was learning recently about the difference between authoritarianism and totalitarianism in general, and the short cliff notes on it, just as a thing, is one is just trying to let you be free within the rules of the box that they created. So it's like, you cannot do these things, you will never do these things, sit in this box and do whatever you want within these guidelines, but you can still have quote unquote freedom. And the other is, I'm going to tell you what to think, and you don't even have the freedom to think. Every action you have, every moment you live,
You do what you're told.
you do the programming that we're
What
putting
you're
inside
told.
of you, as opposed to freedom within the cage. Yeah. I feel like Secretary is like Haley Joel Osment or Macaulay Culkin, like a kid actor that grew up and now we're hearing them. You know?
After that puberty hit.
It's Aang coming back in on that last season.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh, that does not hit the way it used to.
Sometimes your backpack isn't big enough.
That's how it goes.
Whoa.
Isn't it strange?
Whale is dad?
I've never actually been here before, but everything in my body tells me it's home. Thank you, Blue. I'm ready to see my sisters now. I can't wait to see you. Secretary,
Yes, Watcher.
lights out. I'll go get Healer. Watcher? Watcher.
What did I say about communions?
I couldn't stop her.
Did you at least get to talk to her?
I did.
Did she say anything about us?
She didn't have a chance.
I'm ready to see my sisters now.
Watcher.
Oh boy.
Wasn't that the truth?
So,
The train's broken for good, and we can't sit here any longer. We have to go on foot.
Watcher. Do you hear that? We're going for a walk.
We're not taking a body with us.
Jesus Christ.
No. No, that's not right.
We're not carrying a corpse around.
She's right, baby.
I can carry her. Let me carry her.
No, no one is carrying her. I'm not asking for your opinion. We leave her behind, or we'll end up just like her.
Fixer,
What?
you're a cold bitch.
Tell someone who cares. You little motherfucker. Don't worry. I won't let them touch you ever again.
Yeah.
Complex.
Yeah, that was intense.
Yeah, I thought her last words were a truth worth sharing instead of she didn't have a chance. You know?
This station is huge.
She said she's ready to see you again. Right? This is a whole new giant location.
This is brand new.
Yeah, I'm like, are we fucking playing Metal Gear now? Like, what?
Hey, how are you holding up?
Huh. Come to pick on me? I wanted off that train. But walking all the way? This is more exercise than I've done in years. Honestly, I'm more worried about BB. She's not taking this well.
I could talk to her.
I wouldn't.
What is this place?
Fixer told me about it once. Said she found it while she was on the run, hiding on the tracks. Don't know much else.
The Jows, Chris, and the others. Are they meeting us here?
They better be. I'm not walking another step on those tracks.
Are you doing okay?
Me? I thought I would be relieved. That we don't have to take care of her anymore. That her suffering is over. Don't worry. I'll be fucked up later. Just wait and see.
I'm here, if you need me.
Well, after everything Watcher told you, do you think she was at peace?
She did her part. She knew that.
Good. It's time to do ours. You go on ahead. I need to catch my breath.
BB,
Luggage.
I'm here if you need me.
Nothing more.
Okay.
Hello.
The world?
Those are not sisters. And those are guns.
Yeah, this looks like police.
And someone's over there. Okay. Well, watch her pass the torch. And there are still 5 of us. If not spiritually, less. Are these just parts of the 50s? They're the last humans left, right? Like, these would have to just be some of the 50s that were purged. When we saw the memory, we saw the floating ones around Iris. We also, the first time we saw it, we also saw it in the middle of the grove.
Good. You're here. We've got a couple things to do before everyone gets here.
What is all this?
This is a tomb.
I guess you didn't bury all of them.
Yeah. Mom was never great with the details.
I guess not.
Secretary, I've brought up the CCTV database.
I'm surprised their bodies are not like skeletons with the clothing draped over them, you know?
I see it.
You can?
It's all electricity.
Manifest the database. I want you and Blue to comb the records.
Understood.
If everything Watcher said is true, anyways, just do it, okay?
What am I looking for?
I'm sure one of these dead assholes had full access. Find out which one and tell Healer.
Like, Fixer's calling shots, but what is your goal here even? We know what Watcher wanted us to do.
I'll get things ready here.
But what are you even attempting? Besides, I guess, just survival and stopping Principal?
Blue, the records will appear as time indexes for your viewing pleasure. This is a difficult operation. I will need to borrow your memory to cache the representations. Please witness them so I can further translate the other data.
Congratulations. You've got new colors.
Here we are.
All right, looks like we are just about one more session away. So let's take our pause here, and perhaps with one more, we'll get there. Thought it might happen today, but hey, listen, sometimes you have to crash out for an entire episode. And perhaps with another session and 2 crash outs,
Yeah?
we'll have a full day.
Sounds good.
Right? You have to account for crash out time. Never mind Woolie LP this and that and whatever. Okay? Crash out tax.
That was something.
The real tax. Sometimes you have to stare at yourself above the LP window and have a communion and account for those extra hours.
We'll reach universal truth at some point.
13 Sentinels is back, baby! Okay. I'm having an interesting feeling right now. I'm having a fairly unique one. I feel like you know how, like, again, we do the 13 Sentinels bit, right? And you get lost in the sauce and you fucking you stare and you squint and you get you Pepe Sylvia, right? The better the core message of this game gets across, the stronger that's communicated, the less the details matter.
Say that again?
The stronger the message of the game,
Yeah.
the better it gets across its thesis statement, the less it matters who's doing what on what timeline, where, for what reasons.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you understand what I mean? It's fun to think about the timeline of Mauve becoming who she is, who Doreen is, what these people are when we fast forward in time, and to piece these pieces together. I love doing that shit. That's great. None of that matters more than her dad's video.
Yeah.
Nothing that happened today is more important than that video. Nothing is more important than every time it takes a moment to reinforce, like, taking your bullshit, packaging it up, and handing it to your child. Nothing. But it's fun to go along the ride.
Yeah.
And so when I have those moments in something, I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Like it get like you're like the cork board.
Yeah.
Fucking throw it away.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun to piece it together and go like, oh shit, this is that, and
this is that, and then where we are now, but then
don't lose sight of the big picture.
look at this real shit.
The real shit is very obvious, and it's right here in front of you. Who the fuck cares? And it's not to say like dismiss it. It's just understand that like don't lose the forest for the trees. You know, like that is the point. And every time something echoes from, you know, the real world conflict into alien fictional sci-fi conflict, and anytime the, you know, maternal abuses, and anytime the, you know, the horrible parental skills come into play, and the guilt tripping and the sacrificing and all of that shit, the relationships, and you know, that as a whole is just like, that's your takeaway. That's what you talk about this game for, you know? And then behind that, you go like, yeah, the Ministry of Bang Bang Fire.
Yeah.
You know, and so on. And the better that gets, the less I feel like the more in focus it comes, and the more the background gets blurry.
I see.
Does that make sense?
Okay. No.
It's interesting. And we still have more to discover.
Not done yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know what questions I have at this point. I'm just like, run it.
Yeah, exactly. But that's it.
Yeah.
Same. But I will say that like this session has made me really click.
Yeah.
This made it
Absolutely.
click. This made it click.
Absolutely.
Up until now, I was still like, I'm enjoying this, but where are you going? It took a minute, but it got there, and this made it click. Could we have done this faster? Probably. Possibly. I think you could have gotten through the first parts a little bit quicker. I think the journey established over a long time, though, makes it feel more emotional as you know, revisit Watcher.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure.
And I'm sure there are things like revisiting the orchard after like particular events, talking to people, you know. I'm sure maybe there's like even more things we could have spotted, and more like solidified some connections.
Like there's some stuff here that I feel is happening because of like artistic design, and there's some stuff that's happening because it's like on a budget, you know, like this game's being made for what it can afford to be made for, you know. But good thesis statement. You know, that'll buy you a lot. So, right on. Which game with little player control would you give more? I mean, I would give this game more, you know? Perhaps the limitations, you know, are what they are. Or perhaps the goal was ultimately to create just a fully narrative experience. But it sure does feel video gamey when you're walking from place to place and talking to people and having conversations. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely think there could have been I don't think necessarily a violent game genre would be the right one to stick on top of a story like this. But I feel like not puzzling per se, but there's something. Yeah, I feel like you can do things narratively. Perhaps you could, but you don't want a game like this to have like open-ended builds, or you know what I mean. Like you don't want this to be or like a disco thing of like stats, or none of that needs to matter. You know, it's just carry objects to place and perhaps rotate puzzle trinket. You know, it's yeah. Maybe it's not. But I guess I feel the reason why I feel like there's some pacing issues is because of the fact that there is no gameplay happening from conversation to conversation. So the pace of the scene really dictates whether you feel like something happened or not. And while I do say today we've like kind of locked in on what's good about the story because of how good today's chapters were, the feeling we had from the first parts of like enjoying it but being a bit like, what are we doing here? It'd be nice for a game to not have that moment
for too long,
because I'm committed to finishing whatever I start, which is why no matter what happens, we're going to play through and see how this goes. But think about people who would have been a couple chapters in and would have been like, I don't really know, and just tap out on it, right? Yeah. And that is not to say that like the writing is weak, and that if you're not interested from the jump, like if it's just not for you, it's just not for you, you know? But I guess I just mean like the technical parts and the parts where you're getting lost in the orchard, right? A lot of that is like, if the goal here is to familiarize and get to know some of these shells, there's other ways we can do that, right? Yeah. Visual novels do things like adding information and inventory to make questions for using later. That's pretty good. Yeah. There's different things visual novels can do to change the pace up and keep it interesting. I definitely feel like if it was imagine if Phoenix Wright had us running around a big empty courtroom every time we had to get from case to case. Yeah. And imagine if the police station was a big empty police station and that guy on the desk and then the police chief were like 30 seconds apart from each other.
Yeah.
Right? And then we go, and then you have to pick up evidence over here and then over, like the fact that it's a compressed ass fucking visual novel, and you click the evidence and you click and you click and you go and moving through that Warner Brothers lot.
It's a tight package.
Yeah, like it's a big area. That was a really large area with the Silver Samurai, but the overall, like, because it's compressed into that space, you don't feel that length as much and you can stick with the meat. I feel like Persona 3 Portable is a really extreme but wild example, because you take a game of running around on foot, which, I enjoy Persona games. I really love them. The big world you're in is immersive, but the Portable game literally makes it zoomed out and you just click on people to talk on them, and it visual novel streamlines a lot of that process. I think some of this could benefit from that, but it does use the first person perspective to make impactful moments. And right now, walking into a big open area is meant to convey something. So you don't want to lose that feeling completely, but it would make the early parts of the game where it feels like it's sputtering a little bit, smooth out. It would get you on board a little bit faster. And I think that would be what I would want for this type of game. So.
All right.
Good shit.
Good day. Good advancements.